All right, so if you thought AI was all about chatbots and making cool images, think again. Day 2 of CES 2026 just completely blew that idea out of the water. We're talking about physical AI now. This is AI that's literally moving out of the cloud and into our world, with hands, wheels, you name it, and a real job to do.
And that's really the central question here, isn't it? For so long, AI has been this ghost in the machine, right? Living on servers, in our phones. But now, it's getting a body. It's getting hands and wheels and even wings. And it's learning to navigate our messy, unpredictable physical world.
So yeah, the answer, in 2 words, is physical AI. And today, we're going to break down what that actually means. We're talking everything from these super refined humanoid robots designed to work right alongside us to autonomous supercomputers that are going to be driving our cars. So let's dive in.
Okay, first up, robots. And I mean, the floor was just packed with them. But, the real story here wasn't just about the flashy, look what I can do demos. We saw a really clear shift towards maturity, towards specialization, and towards actual real-world function. And here's the big trend, the game-changing strategy we saw over and over again. It's this idea of one brain, many bodies. Companies aren't building one-off robots anymore. Nope. They're developing a single, really powerful AI brain, and then they're deploying it across a whole family of different robot bodies. I mean, this is huge. It means way faster development, shared learning across the entire fleet, and you get robots that are perfectly tailored for specific jobs. So a perfect example is Neurobotics. Their whole focus wasn't on just raw power. It was all about refinement. The 4-1 humanoid they showed, its movements are just so much smoother, it recovers its balance incredibly well, and this is key, it uses force sensing so it can safely work with humans, not locked away behind some cage. And then they showed off the smaller research bot that runs on the very same AI brain, proving that the skills are totally transferable. What one learns, they all can learn.
Okay, now contrast that with a company like Fourier Intelligence. They took a completely different approach. Their GR3 humanoid is designed specifically for hospitals and rehab centers. So its movements are intentionally slower, right? It's all about prioritizing safety and being predictable around patients. It's just another perfect example of that one brain, many bodies idea, but applied to a very different, very human kind of problem.
And then, boom, you've got Agibot, who just came out swinging with the most aggressive and diverse lineup we saw. They brought a full-sized humanoid, a compact one for education, a heavy lifter for industrial jobs, and a 4-legged quadruped for rough terrain. The takeaway here is crucial. The industry has finally accepted that one size, or even one shape, does not fit all. Specialization is absolutely the name of the game now.
All right, let's shift gears a bit. Let's talk about the AI that might just have the biggest impact of all, and it's the kind you'll probably never even see. This is the stuff that's becoming the digital nervous system for our most important industries.
And this table really breaks it down perfectly. You've got giants like Caterpillar embedding some seriously powerful on-device AI, we're talking local processing, right into their construction gear. This lets them create a local network where machines are sharing data on the fly. Then over at our airports, Oshkosh is using autonomous robots to make tarmacs safer and way more efficient. And then you have these specialists like Centiggen who built this rugged little robot specifically to solve the stairs problem, letting it go where wheeled bots just can't for inspection job.
And I absolutely love this quote from Caterpillar because it just nails the concept. They call it a digital nervous system for job sites. Think about that. This isn't just basic automation. It's about creating these interconnected, intelligent systems where all the machines are constantly talking to each other, sharing data in real time to make the whole operation smarter and safer. It's a huge leap forward.
Okay, so let's pivot from the heavy industrial world to the stuff we use every single day. In consumer tech, the verdict was really clear. Designers are actively trying to get us away from being glued to our smartphone screens all the time. And what's happening is we're seeing these two fascinating kind of competing philosophies emerge. On one side, you've got companies like RayNeo with their standalone smart glasses or Luna with its screenless health band. They're trying to give us info without the distraction. But then, on the other side, you've got something like the Clicks communicator, which is basically arguing that for some things, like typing, the answer isn't less screen, it's just a better physical input. It's a real battle for how we're going to interact with our tech.
And beyond that whole screen debate, we just saw a ton of super practical tech that solves real problems. Like a bloody charger that can pull a massive 1,200 watts straight from your car's alternator. That's a total game changer for anyone working on the go or, in an emergency.
The clever K9 Smart Crate brings that same connected safety to our pets, and the Withings Body Scan, too, is really pushing preventative health, giving you a snapshot of over 60 different biomarkers in less than 2 minutes. See, these aren't just gadgets, they're smart tools being integrated into our lives in really meaningful ways.
All right, let's shift gears, pun intended, and head over to the automotive world. This was honestly one of the most fascinating splits I saw at the entire show. We're seeing two giant competing philosophies for how we get to a self-driving future.
So, on one side you have Ford. They are taking this very integrated, very methodical approach. They're building an AI assistant that's woven deep into the vehicle's core systems. It knows everything from your tire pressure to your oil life. They've got a universal EV platform coming and a clear roadmap to eyes-off driving by 2028. They're playing the long game, developing it all in-house. And then you have Tensor, which is doing the exact opposite. They aren't just adapting a car. They started with a monster of an onboard supercomputer and literally built a level 4 autonomous vehicle around it. It is an AI-first system, through and through. It's got a dual LiDAR setup, and get this, they're not even aiming for you and me at first. They're targeting ride-hailing with Lyft, with deployments planned for late 2026. Totally different strategy.
And just to give you a sense of the sheer power we're talking about, that onboard supercomputer is performing 8,000 trillion operations every single second. That number is so big it's almost meaningless. It's a staggering amount of compute, and it's all happening right there, inside the car. This isn't just an evolution of the car, it's a completely different species of machine.
So look, if you take one thing away from day 2, let it be this. The era of AI just being a digital thing is over. We've graduated from that. AI is moving off the screen and into our physical world. It's no longer just an intelligence that thinks. It's a physical force that is starting to do.
And that, of course, leaves us with one final massive question. As these incredible systems learn to walk and to drive and to build right alongside us, we have to ask ourselves, what is our new role? Are we going to be supervisors, collaborators, or are we just going to be passengers? How we choose to live and work with an intelligence that is now physically present in our world, well, that's going to define the next chapter for